Start again.
Welcome to the Gear Slump, your one-stop shop for all things guitar culture nonsense. I'm Aaron.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Cole.
We slum it hard, so you don't have to. I think that's my thing. I emphasize hard when I'm always like, why do you say it like that? Don't say we slum it hard. Say we slum it hard, or we slum it hard.
We slum it hard.
We slum it hard.
We
so
slum
you don't
it
have to.
hard.
We slum it hard. So you
It's
don't have to.
ironic that I was singing Start Again over your intro when we're not going to start again.
Oh, no way.
We're just going to keep going.
No way in Hades. You know what movie
So, guys-
I watched recently is this one on Amazon Prime called Being the Ricardos. About
I heard
Lucy
that
and
was-
Ricky. It was all right.
And
Not great.
I heard it was kind of dumb.
It was interesting. The
Who did
acting
they
was
have
not
playing
great.
Lucy?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
right.
love
And
her
that
in the role, but
I remember a lot of people saying like, well, I can't remember specifically who they recommended, but there were like way better options than Nicole Kidman.
yeah, she's just very Nicole Kidman the whole time. And how you got about them was Ricky. But my favorite part and the best.
Oh,
part
that's
of
what
the
people were
movie
saying
is-
was, why did I just blank on her name? Freaking from SNL.
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen
No.
Wiig? Molly Shannon.
I guess I guess
McKinnon.
Lucy's white though, right? I was thinking of what's her face?
Oh, you were
Lucy
thinking
is a
of
white
lady.
Has like darker skin.
Cecily Strong.
No.
Oh,
The one who's in like the stuff with Kristen Wiig, who's always why can't I
oh,
think of her
Maya
name?
Rudolph.
Yeah.
Maya
Yeah, Lucy's
Rudolph,
just a white
yes.
lady. In which case, like Kate McKinnon would have been amazing, but
She's too young, though. I think.
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it wasn't terrible casting. I just don't think Nicole Kidman is that great. It's just like a weird actress now. It's like
Yeah, she was great for Big Little Lies.
there's this
Speaking
part
of
though
which-
where she's like, "Are you cheating on me?" I'm gonna ruin the whole movie for everyone if you haven't watched it. But she's like, the whole time she thinks he's cheating on her, and he's like trying to convince her that he's not. And then at the end, she's like, "Are you cheating on me?" And then he's like, "No." And she's like, "Here, this has lipstick on it." He's like, "That's yours." And she's like, "No, this is mine. This is another one." She's found in laundry. And then he goes, "They were just call girls. It meant nothing. They were hookers." I was like, that's not going to get you out of it, buddy.
Like, no, I can explain.
I
I
have
paid
no
them.
explaining to do.
I paid them. Yes, I can explain.
I got some splaining to do.
So was the premise? It's like of their personal life outside of the show.
So it all takes place over like 1 week span where
Ooh,
she is a news story has come out that she was a registered member of the Communist Party when she was young.
oh, is that
Oh,
a real
yeah.
thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
it's
we
like
all
all
were.
the drama of that week.
Okay.
And then there's like
Interesting.
flashbacks and stuff too, but it's pretty good. Phil would hate it. It's Aaron Sorkin.
Isn't it funny though? In hindsight, now, like if I could sign up for a communist party, I probably would
Yeah,
at this
heck yeah.
point. You know, like I'm on board.
I will say I love Aaron Sorkin as a writer, but I don't think he's a very good director.
I wish I had an opinion on such things.
Yeah, you don't need one.
What
Anyway,
is it-
that's
what
neither
are-
here nor there.
What are the Aaron Sorkin things I know about? Did he do?
I mean,
he didn't do. Did he do Moneyball?
Yeah, Moneyball, Social Network, The West Wing,
Yeah.
A Few Good Men,
Did we
Few
talk
Good
about
Men,
Moneyball?
Cole,
Molly's
and
Game.
Aaron.
Did we talk about what?
Did we talk about Moneyball? Because I watched it finally.
Oh no, did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
It's so good. I watched it again.
It's
recently.
really good.
I watch it
And-
probably once a month at this point.
Part of what I love, like I love movies that are based in reality, but especially something like that is so like sports related, because you can go back and actually find like, all the games they talk
Yeah,
about are
yeah.
actual games that exist,
Yeah.
and especially for baseball, there's so many stats you can go back
Yeah.
and look up, and
It's cool.
it's such a crazy thing that like they basically succeeded in exactly what they were doing,
Yeah.
and they just didn't, you know, they couldn't succeed enough to offset the incredible gap between them and all the other teams.
Yeah, yeah.
But then they basically took the same
Because then Boston
mindset
literally did
to
it
the
like
Red
next
Sox.
year and won. Yeah.
and freaking and like overcame the curse, which is like the craziest.
That's
I
so
remember
good.
I was single, like that 2004 World Series happened when I first started dating my wife.
Mhm.
And the house I lived in, the guy was a big Red Sox fan, one of the guys. So we'd watch all the games and stuff. And man, that series where they beat the Yankees was freaking insane.
Oh yeah, the ALCS was amazing. The World Series.
The World Series
a
was
letdown.
boring, yeah, but the LCS was crazy.
Yeah, because they came back from 3 down, right? 3-0.
Yeah,
and swept.
3-0.
Like, oh yeah, that's so good.
To freaking end the curse against the like it's
I
got
know.
every single thing.
Yeah,
And then it
perfect.
sucks that they even had to play in the World Series after that.
right.
You know?
Right
And
now
it also
playing
sucks
the
in
Cardinals.
hindsight that like I want to go back to when they just sucked because their fans are freaking annoying.
Yeah, I mean they kind of suck again, so
Yeah, kind of.
it's all right. I can't believe they gave up Mookie Betts. That's such a stupid thing to do.
It's weird, dude. Like he's got to be. He's one of the best players in the league, but also one of the most
Yeah.
exciting like
Yeah,
superstars. I don't know.
it's such a weird thing.
It's a weird thing. Phil, I'm sure you
Anywho.
have a lot of opinions on that.
He saw.
Oh,
the
you know what
movie,
else?
Didn't like it.
You know what else I've been watching?
Hmm.
A little something called Judge Judy.
Wait, Judge Judy, or
Oh.
have you been watching Judy's Judgment? What's the new one called?
Judgment Day. But the problem is I haven't like none of them were very interesting.
Oh,
They were all although like there were two cases, one of which this
Judy
dude like
Justice.
this one of which the guy like totally beat the crap out of another guy and he wasn't even suing for medical bills or anything. And one where a dog like bit and almost killed another person's dog and bit the person. And they're
And
both in
all the witnesses.
and they're both in small claims court. And it's like the weirdest, you know what I'm saying? Suing for like a couple $1,000s. Like there should be criminal cases around at least the first one, you know, where like beat the crap out of this dude. And there were tons of witnesses, like freaking, you know, charge a guy with assault or something.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not pressing charges. I want to go.
But
on
I do
Judge
want to go
Judy."
on Judge Judy. Like he had pictures and everything and they were brutal. Like
That's so weird.
got the crap beat out of him. So those ones weren't as fun. But I'm gonna keep watching.
Do you guys?
I found a
have any
good provider on YouTube.
Oh.
He puts
Oh,
up
nice.
like 3-hour long videos of
quality
full
stuff?
judge, and they're like weird. You know how they do that, where like the video is like slowly moving around or whatever,
Yeah, yeah. So
or it's like
not-
mirrored
it
or
beats the
something to
algorithm.
like avoid the algorithm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, I don't have a game, but I think Phil does.
Well,
But
before
Phil-
we
I
do a game, I want to ask you guys how have you made any progress on your gear goals at this
On our
point?
gurgles. I went and practiced with my band and
What?
felt like don't ask. It was weird. Like I came away from it having really enjoyed myself. See, that's the weird
There
thing.
you go.
Don't
We're-
ask. We have to ask. This is
We're playing
where
we're playing
we
this
should
gig
be
at the end of the
asking
month because remember that veterans old folks home that we went and played at?
Yeah, yeah.
They're paying us $1,000
You're
bucks
gonna
again to
go-
come play for 45 minutes.
to go
at
give
this-
them COVID.
Essentially, yeah.
Indoors?
It is weird, especially right now. Like our case numbers are like through the roof right now.
Everyone's are.
Yeah, and all the testing sites are like overloaded and everything. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Coincidentally, not coincidentally, just I mean, same thing you're talking about. my wife's my mother-in-law is getting
way.
her hip replaced like today, and they almost said listen, we want to reschedule your surgery like while she was like in the bed. And they're
Because
and,
of COVID.
yeah, because of COVID, because today in that hospital, 300 people came in positive with COVID.
Wow.
And 39 of those 300 had to be
hospitalized,
like ventilated.
Ventilated. Yes.
That's crazy.
Today.
Yeah, that was how I was just talking to a neighbor of mine who's I don't know if he's a surgeon. He's a doctor at this hospital, and they were canceling surgeries today too.
I'm teaching a class right now, not right this second, but like during the week.
I was gonna say that's
like in the middle of my class, another instructor came in and she was like, "Hey, she's like, your classroom has this like technology." She's like, "So many of my students are sick with COVID at home that I need to use like." So the room that I was in had like a Zoom camera and monitor, big giant monitor set up, so she could do like hybrid.
Yeah.
She's like, "I need that. Can we change rooms?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." She's like, "All of my students are homesick." Crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I guess we're kind of seeing, I don't know. It's still crazy to me, like all the bowl games that happened.
Yeah.
You've got like 60,000 people crammed into a football
like the
stadium.
World Juniors, the hockey got canceled.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the tournament, they're just like, "All right, this is over."
Yeah. With we were going to drive to Vegas for that Golden Knights Avalanche game, and we ended up canceling our trip, but then the game itself got postponed.
Crazy.
It's kind of nuts. But at any rate, Phil, do you want to tell us about something else COVID related first? Maybe I should mention that it's COVID related. You got to at least talk about.
I bought a sick ass overdrive.
You did?
I did. I bought one.
What are you talking
bought that
about? This is like your blue Strat.
I did. I bought one.
Strange thing to buy.
Like his blue Strat.
Did you buy it at Guitar Center?
No, I bought it from Bondi FX website.
What is wrong with you?
Was it? Did you see it on Craigslist for a good deal? No.
Dude, I have so many overdrive pedals that I would have sent to you.
I've wanted one for a long time, so I was like, I'm going to try it out and sell it. The used prices are still really high, so I'm like, I can make back more than I paid for it easily.
Used prices are crazy high right now. It's weird, except for the half horse, apparently.
Yeah,
they're not new. Used prices aren't new prices, apparently. I'm gonna go drop it right now and see if I can get an offer while we're recording.
It's hot. Yeah, you got those 9 watchers, man.
Yeah, it's precious watchers.
So tell us about what you got, and then do your game.
Okay, so
I just want to make sure this is all stuff that you're not going to be bored with, so that I want you to feel included in your podcast.
That's so kind of you, Aaron. So I had a family member who happens to be very musical passed away recently, and there are a lot of musical people in my family, but evidently there's nobody who's into electric musical things. So they found a Les Paul in his mess of a house, and a Mesa Boogie. What do we decide this one was?
It's a Mark II.
Okay, so Mark II combo and Les Paul.
It's like a Mark IIB or something like that. It's from the early 80s.
Not to be. And the thing is, it was actually my sister who was cleaning his stuff out, and she found the guitar, and she's like, this guitar is pretty old, and it was
right? It was get rid of it.
It was under literal.
Take it to
it
Goodwill.
was under literal garbage.
Oh wow!
So she was like, I think the guitar was under his bed, and then the amp was under literal garbage.
Not like festering, not like cat skeletons and stuff.
No, it wasn't it wasn't like maggots or whatever. But it was like
it had just it was part of the floor. At this
can
point.
of soda or something like that.
It was like Yes. It was like Amazon boxes and
Yeah.
and so my sister was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm really glad you mentioned something about instruments because I was just gonna put this in the Goodwill pile." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Which for the
So,
amp, like the amp is pretty beat up, right? It's got like a big
The
stain
amp
on the grill
looks-
cloth and stuff. So like,
it looks terrifying. Yes.
yeah, but it's still freaking rad. But the guitar, like,
And the guitar looks thrash too, but people are
in a
really
great
into thrash
way.
looking guitars.
it doesn't even
Yeah.
look thrashed though, does it? I mean, it's like pretty. Like all the pictures
The
I've seen are
back-
pretty clean. Is the back like all buckle
The
rash?
back has buckle rash, which I think looks
Oh.
pretty freaking sick. But
Yeah. So tell us what it is, though.
what?
What it is.
Well, you know more than I do at this point.
It's a Les Paul Deluxe, gold top with
Okay.
mini humbuckers.
Yes.
It's between 70 and 72 is what we've been able to figure out. And you just pointed out. Oh, what were you gonna say?
You said the tuners have been replaced.
Yeah, it doesn't have the original
Right.
tuners, which is weird. They're replaced with some like.
showers on it. It looks like,
Is that what they were?
or are they not? I thought it was. I thought there was like an S on them, but
It said like.
Yeah, no, I
maybe
think you're right.
But then you sent this picture that's on, is that on the inside of the control plate?
Yes.
This is like one of the
So-
coolest things.
So I took the control plate off because Cole was like, "We need pictures of them guts. We need to get
Yeah,
up in them
all
guts."
up in them guts.
So I took the plate off and just put the plate down. Didn't think about it, and then went to take a picture of the pots and stuff, which are very decrepit.
Decrepit pieces of crap. Oh yeah, the back of the neck is pretty rashed up too, right?
Not too bad.
It looks like it is up by the top.
So, but so then just when we started recording, I realized I hadn't noticed, but the inside of the plate has a sticker for some old guitar shop, Valley Sound Amp and Organ Repairs, in North Hollywood. And
is North Hollywood in the valley? This is what I want to know.
I
North
think
Hollywood is like
it's on the isn't that the border?
right?
Yeah, I know North Hollywood is like a city, but I'm like, is North
It
Hollywood
is. It's like
in the
south
valley?
of. It's south of Sun Valley. It is
The
like
valley
still in
is north of Hollywood, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's like up north of
Yeah, but North
like-
Hollywood is like by Burbank, so I was just like trying to figure out why it's called Valley Guitar.
Maybe they started there.
Yeah, maybe.
It's funny though because the shop now it's moved slightly, but of course it used to be called Valley Sound Amp and Organ Repair,
Yeah.
and now it's called Valley Sound Music Technologies.
Ooh,
Just like interesting.
Which is such a weird.
But that thing is 50 years old. Like
It's a 73.
yeah.
70 between 70 and 72. It's
Oh,
a six
yeah.
it's a
That's
6-digit
crazy.
serial number starting with a 9. And but the pots you should get like some contact cleaner or something and try with a Q-tip and rub off one of those pots. I think that one on the top left in the
Deoxit.
picture you could rub all the oxidation off. It's like they're so oxidized. It's crazy. I guess
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah,
it is.
there's a
Like I'm used
lot.
to living in a desert, you know. So there's like no
that's
humidity
true.
here.
That's true. It's
So that's probably normal for
all that
something that's
ocean
50
air.
years old. Like that guitar was built before any of us before me and Aaron were born, at least.
Yeah.
Before Phil was even in high school.
And like, it's very unlikely that that cavity has been opened in a long time.
Oh, totally. Not since what? Like,
Not since Valley, whatever.
yeah, not since
Worked
they
on
changed
it.
their name to Valley Sound Music Technologies.
so I just took off the selector switch plate,
Uh huh.
and
Does the switch have any
Yes.
kind of code on it?
I can't tell, but this Switch is old. It's got those those paper or cardboard separators.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those on all my Switches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're
Maybe
like
that's just
vintage style.
Yeah. They're
oh,
meant to be.
okay.
The caps are really like these enormous paper and oil caps too.
Yeah,
And stuff.
I don't have those.
Yeah, the caps on this
But
thing are really
The
sick
pots
looking.
are like the thing because they stamp the year on all the pots, so that's like the easiest way to date the guitar. But either way, it's like
well, the easiest
it's a
way
freaking
is just to ask. But
it's a freaking gold top with mini humbuckers. It's just so cool.
if you want to date a guitar, you just
You just ask for consent.
break up the courage and ask. Break up the courage,
Which is obviously not like a some freaking 59 or something like that, but
a
it's
cool
one of
guitar,
the
though.
coolest possible Les Paul. Like a gold top with mini humbuckers. That's such a cool
Yeah.
Les Paul,
I know you were having like issues with the amp. Did you play the guitar through one of your other amps to kind of see how it sounds and feels?
No, I haven't had a chance. Man, I'm looking at the finish and it's like all
It's
kinds
so
of cool
checked.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. There's tons of checking on it. But like the top, which is obviously the most important part if you're talking like value or something, the top is in really good shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's
So
freaking
why
50
do you
years
like-
old.
Why do you like the mini humbuckers, Cole?
It's just cool. It's just like a unique thing. I mean, I would honestly I would rather have it with the original with P90s from that era, But it's cooler than just if it's a gold top, it's cooler than because a lot of more current gold top models just have humbuckers in them.
So the amp I was having trouble with, and it was like making like crackling sounds, and I was barely at 1, and
Yeah,
it
dude,
was
that's
so
freaking-
freaking loud.
It's a freaking loud amp, dude.
Yeah. It's
I-
like how Fenders are.
Yes, exactly. Between
What did we? It's 60 watts, right?
That's such a
So it's
huge
even-
amount of
Is it
power.
60
Like it's even
watts?
more. Yeah.
How is it so small and it's 60 watts? It's got to weigh 55 pounds. It's like
It's super heavy.
it's really heavy, and it's
That's how
not
it's
that
60
big.
watts. Yeah, but if you open up most amps, like the majority of the internals are just empty space, I wonder what the inside of that looks like. It wouldn't be hand wired, I don't think, but it's probably
not
like
if it's an
old,
80 something.
like all the through hole components and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. So I need to. What I need to do. Here's what I need to do. Tomorrow, if both my wife and my son are gone, that's when I need to mess with it, because it's like
Yeah.
it was disturbing. It was disturbing how loud it was, and it was just making like crazy pop sounds. Like
Yeah. You gotta
Like-
first of all, you gotta just get like some deoxit or something, and well, you don't need to initially. You can just exercise all the pots on it back and forth a bunch
Yeah,
of times.
so Cole was telling me that if I just give the knobs a little twist,
yeah, just tune in Tokyo.
that jeez, that will
How many knobs does it
But-
have?
it has
Do we need to address that?
No.
I want to.
You can, but we don't need to.
7. It only has 7 knobs. It's the one before, because there's a Mark II model where they added the little graphic EQ. It's like a
Yeah.
little 5-band EQ. It's
Oh, you
before
don't
that
have
one.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, it does not have the small EQ. It has but it does have bass, middle, treble
Yeah.
knobs, and then I don't. I don't understand the knobs, and it was like
What's there to
turned it
not
on
understand about them?
well, they're like I'm not familiar with the way they're labeled.
Oh, they have like vague names or whatever.
So volume 1 is on the far left.
Does it have
Lead
multiple
drive,
inputs?
lead master.
I think it's a 2-channel amp, right? Does it have a
there
channel
should be
switch?
like a push button that switches between those two channels.
Yeah, I couldn't find a foot switch though. I mean, I couldn't find a push button. There's a foot
It's not in
switch.
is there
jack.
something in the back? Maybe you have to use the foot switch.
Is there a foot switch jack?
There's a foot switch jack.
Yeah. So you got to get a foot switch, bro.
But
So I
Dude,
have-
here's
like,
one
I
right here.
can't-
Dude, here's one that
you
looks
can use
exactly
that-
like yours.
That one that Leon sent you, I think. Just run a TRS from it.
Any
Will that
Or a
work?
TS cable.
Even though
Yeah,
it's a
it
double.
It should. It's
no,
just
that one won't work.
Oh, because it's two switches.
That
so
uses a
it's split.
TRS. Well, and it's probably not latching. I think the one that
Oh,
it's
is it
probably
not?
momentary. I mean, you could use it and just hold the button down. What it'll do is one of the switches will work and one won't. If you just use a normal TS cable, one will just be shorted to ground and the other one will work. So you could try that as a starting point. But this one,
But
there's
again,
that looks exactly like yours on Reverb. It's a Mesa Boogie Mark II from 1979. Has all the exact same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, same knobs, same color. Yeah, for $2,800 plus $450 shipping. So it's probably in another country. It's in Italy. But yeah, this has some good pictures. So is the foot switch thing on the front underneath the? Oh yeah, just underneath the input jack. Yeah, so all
Right,
those things
yes.
talking about lead. So let me zoom in on this. Oh yeah.
So there's
that is-
only so for the standard channel, there's only one volume.
Well, there's a master. There's a volume 1 and a
No.
master 1.
No. There's lead master.
No, look at there's lead master, lead drive, and then the one next to that is master 1, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. See, that's weird. It did not occur to me that was
Yeah. So there's like channel 1 and then the
okay,
lead channel.
master 1. And then see, that's dumb. Okay, volume 1, master 1. And
yeah,
then
it's
instead
like
of
they didn't give it a name.
instead
they just
of-
call it one.
but then the other one should be 2 then, but it's not.
But it's lead is why.
Do those all
lead.
say pull?
And it's not.
so
It doesn't say
dumb.
volume. It says drive.
Do those say pull lead
And there's a
and
pull.
pull bright? Or does it say full?
Oh,
Yeah, just pull it, and that's what.
that's what that's the switch.
That's the switch. Instead
There's
of
a
the foot
pull.
switch, you just pull it. Yeah,
It's push pull.
there you go.
Well, yeah. But I don't know if that's actually changing the channel.
I
Because
bet it does.
the volume on the clean channel has a bright switch. I'm assuming that's what that bright, because that was a common 70s feature on Fender amps, was to like basically get rid of the bright cap. So I'm assuming that's what the pull is on the volume 1. This is like excruciating to listen to, I'm sure, but
Okay, but wait.
Um,
No. This is actually very interesting to
yeah.
maybe me only.
Yeah, for you, because you own this amp.
Okay, all of them are push pull knobs except for the
Bass and middle.
and treble.
Oh, the
No,
treble.
No, the
and
treble-
the treble is too.
But that says shift, right? So that probably shifts the frequency range that it's controlling.
Yes, but so like
gain and boost.
there's a
for
lot-
master. Dude, that's like a pretty
5 of the
complex-
knobs.
It's
yeah,
so
5
funny
of
in
the knobs are
hindsight
push-pull.
because they would have handled, like, if you gave a current amp designer this feature set, they would handle it so differently.
Totally differently, yeah.
But it has 7 knobs, and 5 of them are push pull, and they're also like not good knobs for push pull. They're like top hat knobs.
Yeah.
So like
Yes.
your finger doesn't even like hold it
They're
well
really
enough.
awkward to. Yeah.
Yeah. Does yours have casters on it?
No, it
so
should.
This one has casters on it. It's so funny to see an amp this. It's a tiny amp. It's like a Blues Junior size, basically, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. It is.
Yeah,
because
it's square
frame.
And it's a 12-inch speaker. Yeah.
It's the same frame as my Blues Junior, but
yeah,
it's
crazy.
It's almost
massive.
twice the weight.
60 watts. It's 3 times the wattage. Yeah, you gotta live stream with that and mess around with all the features on it, especially once you get the. If you like push pull those a bunch of times and twist them a bunch, I'm sure they'll clean up.
Okay, and if that doesn't work, then I need to buy contact cleaner, and I don't even know where to buy contact cleaner from anymore. Radio Shack is closed.
There's
Fry's
a
is
store
closed.
called Amazon.com that sells a lot of that stuff.
I'm just buying it right now. Then
You could just go to like Harbor Freight or something.
Here, just get like
Harbor Freight would
I'm
sell it,
sure
right?
Yeah.
there's probably an electronic. Go to Fry's or something.
Yeah. Any
Fry's is
electronics
closed.
store would have it.
I'm
You
telling
might
you,
even be able to
good?
find it at like Best Buy.
yes. COVID closed my Fry's.
Get Deoxit. That's the stuff that I like. Here, I'll send you a link for one. I'm sure people will weigh in with opinions on what you should get, but Deoxit is like kind of one of the standards.
So, can I make this thing not too loud and insanely crunchy?
No. I mean, yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
you
the
can make it
master
clean.
volume does.
It'll definitely be very. I mean, it has master volume on it.
Yeah, you
That's
crank
I don't
the-
want
crank the lead.
clean.
Listen, you pull gain boost or gain boost, pull that out, crank the lead gain, and turn down the lead volume or lead master.
yeah. There's master volumes on both channels, so you should be able to dial it in just fine.
Or if you want to get like a less compressed
My question
breakup, you
is-
can probably crank the volume 1 and turn down the master 1.
My
And that'll
question,
get you like preamp 2 breakup.
my question is not, can I make it sound crunchy? I know I can, but can I make it sound crunchy at a reasonable volume?
Yeah.
Yes, turn
yeah, with
down
the
the
master
master.
volume.
But I was struggling with making it not loud with just
Because
Well,
you
you're
didn't
not
even
gonna
know
get it-
that
you're
you
not
had
gonna
one of
get
the
it as
master volume
quiet
knobs.
as like a one,
You
like a
you didn't even
5
know
watt
that it
amp.
had
It's
2
gonna be
master
loud.
volumes, Phil. So clearly the
you're
shortcomings were
probably
not the amp itself.
okay.
Oh, dude, I found a
And
freaking
you also
owner's
didn't
manual
have
for
it
it.
on. You didn't have it on the lead channel, probably.
You did?
Oh no, this is a freaking Mark V. Dang it! It said Mark II on the thing. Mark II.
All right, let's do this game. Let's do
Okay.
it to it, Lars.
Okay. This is everyone's favorite Gear Slum game. Guess that pedal review. This first review is by Clydex. This is a 5-star review.
Dude, that amp on Reverb is in like mint condition. by the
But
way.
it's literally the exact same amp.
yeah.
It is crazy. It doesn't have an enormous stain on the grill cloth, like blood stain or whatever is on yours. Okay,
I
sorry.
don't know what that's saying. 5-star review titled, "It's great, it's great, it's great, it's great, it's great." Reviewed in the United States, September 27th, 2020. The review is as follows. I am really not a pedal user, but had some distortion pedals back in high school. This is my first go at a effect, and I freaking love it. Instruments play with a pick, fingers, or bow all sound awesome through it. I like that I can have both effects going for some crazy sounds, then shot one of them off for a much more subtle sound when needed without having to reach down and adjust the settings. The effect is a nice touch.
Is it the OBN Ma?
It is not.
That's a pretty decent guess, though, right? It actually fits. Is it
OBN?
is it an old Blood Noise pedal?
It is not.
Is it like a reverb pedal?
It
Or a multi effects type thing?
Is it like a dual?
Yes.
Is it just dual effects?
Is it a Dua Lipa?
Is it single Lipa?
It is. It is many.
Let me ask you
Multiple.
this:
It is
what
multiple.
is the name of it?
Oh, that's a good one. Why have we never thought of that before? How many foot switches does it have?
3.
Just 2? Oh, 3.
Is it
Is
like
it-
a Keeley workstation? One of the workstation pedals?
It is not.
Is it a Strymon?
Nope.
It's 3 foot switches though. Is it one of the Boss MD or the Boss
It is
500
not
series?
a Boss.
Not a Boss.
Is it MXR?
It is not.
Is it a boutique?
Yes.
Is it a
So
slutty
just for the
piece
record,
that-
everybody. Well, no, never mind. Our Christmas card is a reference to the
Don't
pedal
say
game,
mean things.
asking
Oh.
asking how many knobs a pedal might have. I'm surprised. Part of why I'm wondering is I'm surprised there aren't more people who've like posted.
here's
Hey.
what I was thinking is that Jesus is playing the game of the role of the host of the game, and he writes a
Exactly.
review, and we're asking him how many knobs does
So
it
it's
have?
No,
it's
Aaron.
all 3 of us standing
No,
over
Aaron.
Yes,
standing
that's
over
the joke.
baby Jesus, and it has the caption, "How many knobs does it have?" Which, in Aaron's
Hang on.
mind, he's
There
thinking,
are only Cole. There are only 20 people who received this card. Correct.
I know. There's only like 30 people
So-
listening, right?
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
So
But-
for all of the viewers,
For all the
who are
rest of
not
them.
a financial contributor,
Exactly.
we sent out a Christmas card.
And it's a Photoshop of our faces
as we
on
are
the 3
wont to
wise
do.
men.
So if you missed out and you wish you were part of that, then give us money all year, and you'll
On
get a Christmas
Patreon.
card.
And even if you've canceled recently, I still sent you one because,
Yeah,
you know, I
Oh.
don't care.
just to make you feel bad.
Yeah. Because that was the response I got
No.
from I was like, "Hey, what's your address?" "I'm sorry I canceled." It's like, "No, I don't care. I literally couldn't care less."
I'm sorry.
No, he didn't mean like that you were shaming him. He meant like, please don't send me
Yeah,
stuff.
don't- No,
Yeah.
he meant like,
You
don't
don't
come
realize
break my
that I just
kneecaps.
canceled.
So it's the 3 wise men with our faces
Yes.
holding the gifts. We were gonna Photoshop pedals on it, but
Superimposed.
it didn't work very well. And
Yeah, I
then
couldn't
the
make it look
caption
right.
underneath is "How many knobs does it have?" Which you could read that as Jesus is hosting, baby Jesus is hosting the pedal game, and we are asking
Yes.
him, as we are wont to do, how many knobs a given pedal might have.
Yes.
However, the first thing that came to mind when I saw that caption was we were asking each other, how many knobs does this thing have that we are looking at right
but
now?
we would have said he.
Yes.
I
Which is
guess.
what Aaron thought when he made the joke.
No,
I didn't.
I think
Yes, you
part of
did.
it is because
I
I watch
swear I
so
did
many. I watch so many British
Aaron,
TV shows that
are
is
you
the
not-
thing that comes
Are
to
you
mind
twisting
first.
so many words that you don't even realize you're fooling yourself with your word twisting?
No, because that wasn't even the original joke.
No, yeah, the
We
original
started with,
joke
like,
was we're
think of a
asking
line
Jesus.
from
Yeah, we're playing the pedal game. But that's the question that fits the best. We could have gone with how many foot switches does it have, which would have been more, but it's not
More
as funny,
phallic, but
but less actually. So I get a message from Will the Who, dude, that Christmas card is the most ridiculous S I've ever seen. Also, the answer is 1. So he knew exactly.
Yeah.
He read it with the same interpretation that I did.
Yes.
And I immediately said, I told Aaron in all
yeah, I'm
caps.
sorry that I don't have immediately go to blasphemy in my brain
Dirty minds. I know.
constantly.
But at any rate, okay, Phil.
I also don't refer to human children as it.
I mean, I do because I'm, I want to respect their boundaries.
Yes, and may your first child be a masculine child. If you don't know Gun Street Wiring Shop by now, you must be living in the dark ages. They are the premier hand-built wiring solution for all of your guitars. I have one in my Telecaster. I have a setup in there, 5-way. It's great. Have it in my Jazzmaster. It's amazing. I actually put it in my Epiphone Dot, brought the thing back to life. It's crazy. If you don't have it, you need it. Every guitar that you own will be better with Gun Street Wiring Shop. I promise. Also, if you join the Street Crew, you get a discount on the product, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it. If you get it and you don't like it, I will punch Cole in the face. That's my guarantee. Check it out right now at gunstreetwiringshop.com.
So it's a boutique pedal. Is it JHS? Has
It's
three.
not a SLARP.
Okay, so are the 3 foot switches like an effect 1, an effect 2, and then like a tap or something?
I think he's frozen.
Oh crap, Phil.
He hasn't moved in a hot minute.
Phil,
It's like,
turn
why
off
is he
your
not
camera.
answering the questions? He's
Uh-oh. And he's gone.
gone. So my guess is it's like I wonder if it's the Walrus Audio Janus. I don't think that has reverb though. Never
Does it
mind.
have 3 foot switches?
No, I think it only.
Oh, did
has
he
2.
say it had reverb specifically?
I don't know if he did that actually. No.
I don't think Wampler has any of that.
Why are the Walrus Audio double pedals so massive?
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's because they didn't want to redesign the internals at all.
Yeah, they just pop double circuit boards in there.
Yeah,
connect them with
exactly.
the jumper. Well, it's tough to guess.
Phil
he's
Eisenhower
back.
is the
He's
host
back.
now.
Heyo.
So is
Phil, is it a Walrus pedal?
Is it a Walrus pedal?
It is not.
Is it the Wampler Terraform?
I think that only has
It
2,
is not
isn't
a
it?
Wampler pedal.
Oh, it has the little subdivision. It's not like a foot switch, but it is like a little push switch.
Oh, okay.
It's like it has the same little thing as the. Are all 3 of the foot switches the same size?
Yes.
Are they like effect 1, effect 2, and tap or something? You know what I'm saying?
Kind of.
Is it a JHS
The answer
Panther
is-
delay
It is not a JHS.
pedal?
3 foot switches. The Panther only has 2, right?
I don't know.
And it's not
I'm
one of the
just guessing
Keeley.
things.
It's not one of the Keeley workstations.
Not Keeley.
It's not Keeley. It's boutique though.
Is it Mr. Black? Is it like super boutique or is it like
Nope.
edgy, like kind of boutique?
It is very, very well known. Very
Is
large.
it JHS?
No.
So it's not JHS.
Not JHS. Not Keeley. Not
Walrus.
Strymon.
You have not
Walrus.
named.
Earthquaker.
Yes, it's Earthquaker.
Is it the
Okay.
Astral Destiny?
No.
Is it the Disaster Transport Senior?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
Dang it. That's the one I was thinking of.
That's the only
Couldn't
like
remember
really
the
big
name.
one I could.
Because
Yeah.
I had
Points for
I
Cole.
owned that pedal actually.
I had the Junior for a while.
Was it cool? This seems cool.
It's yeah, but at the time I had a Wampler Faux Tape Echo, and I kind of like it was just like too much for me.
It's a what am I trying to say? It's a digital delay, but it's very limited in terms of like length of repeat, like time wise.
Oh,
As far as at least the Junior was.
Huh.
yeah,
Hey,
it's
well, this is
weird
the senior.
too.
My
I guess
guy.
why would you want the foot switches are delay A, delay B, and bypass? I guess the bypass just turns the reverb off. Maybe that's weird. I don't get what the bypass
I
switch
guess.
does.
Yes, I know.
Well, I don't think you can have both delays
It
on at
seems
the same
like-
time.
Yeah, that's what the review talked about.
Yes, you can. That's
how you
Oh,
could
you
turn them
can?
both on
Yeah.
and
Oh,
go
okay.
nuts.
Well, that's pretty
And you can
cool.
do them in parallel
Yeah.
or in series parallel.
Yeah, the bypass
apparently.
must be the reverb.
Yeah. Let's see.
And they probably
Okay.
would have said reverb on it, but probably if
Take one
that's
step
off, then
further.
you can't use
There are
the
also
delays
expression
either,
code.
so-
There are expression
Oh,
controls
yeah.
for the repeats on delay A as well as bleeding delay A into delay B.
Jeez. I
It's
bet
a
you could do
crazy
some
pedal.
bonkers stuff with this thing.
Yeah,
And
I got it
having,
in a
like-
trade, and it was like I was traded a guitar for it, I think, and it was one of those where it's like this will be way easier to ship than a guitar, so I might as well do
Yes.
it. And I still remember the dude met me at like he walked over to a gas station to meet me and stuff. Isn't it weird the random stuff you remember? But I ended up doing a bunch of deals with him. He became like one of my trusted dealers.
So
Like,
there's
I was
3
Tuco
versions
and
of
he
that
was-
pedal.
He was
Mm.
Jesse or something, other way around. Yeah, there's a middle one too.
There's Acer
I think the
Transport,
knobs.
Transport Junior, and Transport Senior.
Yeah.
So I'm realizing the knobs have.
I think I
there's
had the
time
middle
A,
one actually.
repeats A, mix A, and then it's, time B, repeats B, mix B.
Mhm.
But
But
then,
they're backwards.
yeah, but then there's depth, rate, and bleed, and I guess those are for both.
Those are for A.
The depth and rate is a modulation.
But I think the modulation is only on the A channel, maybe.
Oh, okay. So what's the bleed do?
Yeah, because the whole top row is for the bleed determines how much of
it
A
controls
bleeds into
the one-
B.
Yeah, if you want to make them like
So the whole top row is for
Series.
A. Yeah. It's a 600. A is a 600 millisecond delay with modulation, and delay B is a 300 millisecond. Yeah, so it's weird that it's. Is it digital?
yeah. I
It's
believe it
that's
is.
such a weird limitation. That scene that
That's what
that
I'm saying.
seems like
That
a-
was the thing with because I had the regular one, I think, not the junior, but just the disaster transport, and it was cool, but it was all. I feel like it was like even shorter than the DM2 that I had.
Yeah, because I mean, what's the actual delay on one of those chips? It's like 150 or something, and usually
Yeah,
pedals
maybe.
have 2 or 4 of them or something.
Yeah. I think they
Holy
usually have
crap.
2.
Did
Why
you have the
is this
Waza
thing
DM2?
So much money.
I did, and I think that's probably a good distinction because I think it was only in the Waza mode, not in the classic mode, that it was longer.
That I had more, yeah.
Yeah, that was a freaking sick delay though.
Standard mode gives you up to 300,
You
and
guys-
then the Waza gives you up to 800.
Yeah,
You guys.
Yeah.
Huh.
Why
Yes.
does this thing cost so much money?
the delay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not that
It's
much
like-
money, but
This
It's
one
It's like
is
as much as big Strymon pedals or more. Well, I think it's out of
delays
production.
and-
$554.
That's because it's out of production.
no, it's $345 plus free shipping.
Not from this guy.
No, but I'm saying
What is it, a dude on
in
Reverb?
real life.
No, this is Amazon.
Oh.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's because it's out of production. So you're just seeing some third party seller. But there's a bunch on Amazon on the Reverb that are like low 300s.
325, yeah.
Okay, Phil, hit us with the next one.
Dude,
What?
some people are selling it for
Oh.
$600 and something dollars.
Yeah, but it's probably
Trying
like
to.
crazy international shipping or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Oof. Okay.
That's always the first thing to look at. If the shipping cost is some weird random number, it's because it's international.
Yeah, it's like converted.
Like it's
from
located
euros or something.
internationally. And they're willing to ship
Okay.
internationally.
This review is by Hurlipippin Jr. Hurlipippin Jr. This is a 5-star review titled, "If you make electronica of any type, use this pedal."
All right.
United States, July 31st, 2020. The review is as follows. I was hesitant at first to get it, but it's awesome. I use it every day for modular synths, but it really shines when paired with a drum machine. The Swiss Army knife of effect. Truly something new and different.
That's the whole thing?
That's it. What do you get this time?
What the crap? Is it intended to be a guitar pedal? Like the fact that he's using it with synths, is that normal?
Is it a Mogerfoger delay?
It is not.
Or a Mogerfoger?
I'll get you started. I'll get you started with this. We always do the dance of is it boutique? Is it this? Is it this? This is a boutique brand that we have talked about, but we rarely talk about.
Is it that Maris pedal?
Oh, that's a
It
good
is not
shout.
Maris. This is a brand that I know all three of you are familiar with.
All three of us?
But like all three of you, including myself,
Collectively.
of course.
Is it a delay pedal?
It is.
Is it? It's not Nunaber.
No.
New Neighbor. It's not Mr. Black.
It is not.
What else do we not talk about? Is it a Matthews
Yeah,
Effects?
listen, Aaron, don't name the ones
Did
that we talk about.
Is it one of the ones that we just mentioned in the last one? Did we ask about this
No.
brand on the last one?
No. I have not heard one of you mention this brand for a while.
Is it a brand that's like still releasing new stuff?
Ooh.
Is it Death by Audio?
No.
Is it?
You don't know if they're still releasing new stuff?
Oh, what's the company I was just thinking of?
I don't know them well enough to know.
It's not Thorpe.
No.
It's not like.
You said it's a delay pedal, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many knobs does it have?
Knobs, it has 6.
And like 2 foot switches.
Yes.
Is it in like a proprietary enclosure or just like a regular Hammond style one or what?
This looks I can't tell if this is a slightly unique pedal or not.
Okay.
Is it? It's not Chase
looks like
Bliss, right?
It is not Chase Bliss.
6 knobs.
Is it a company that you have owned a pedal from in the past? Or in the
I
present?
personally have not.
Are you aware of either of us owning one?
It's not that Quiet Theory pedal, is it?
No, it's not Quiet Theory. See, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. In my mind,
great.
this
What
brand
does
is
that mean?
kind of like it's like okay, I'm going to start giving you hints.
The problem is
Like,
there's just
you know
so
how-
many brands at that
Exactly.
that are like.
I know. But
and
you know how
everyone
okay,
knows
so
like
Chase
10,
Bliss is
and
one of
then
those
someone
brands.
else knows another 10.
Yeah. But I know we have talked about this
Yeah,
this brand before more than once.
I believe you.
They have I feel no, I don't want to say that. 'cause
Is it
you guys
the Bondi Effects Art Van Delay?
Oh,
No.
that's a good shout.
Oh, that only has 5 knobs.
What color is it?
This one is white.
Is it Hungry Robot?
No. Good
Is
guess.
it godsmom.com?
No. No, we talk about that one way too much.
Dude, why did I not buy that instead of the Sick As?
Yeah, you weirdo.
I don't know.
Why'd you buy a freaking overdrive pedal, you idiot?
I like
There's
overdrive.
so many.
I don't have an overdrive pedal.
That's weird.
I have a lot of distortion pedals right now, but
Godsmom.com's pedal is overdrive also.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna start throwing stuff at you. This is a. This has a mini USB jack.
It's not the freaking...
Is it a digital delay or an analog delay?
I don't know the answer to that.
Is it Source Audio?
Yeah, it's not Source Audio, is it?
No.
It has a USB jack in it? It's not Maris or Source Audio. Those are the two that come to mind.
It's not TC.
No. How dare you?
You're saying it's like upper echelon of boutiqueness.
It's
right?
like super hipster kind of,
I mean, well,
or just
in
like
price,
smallish.
Yeah, how much is
I
it?
feel like this is a snootier brand. This pedal is $300.
Okay.
It has
It's white. Has
a
6 knobs.
okay. So the twos. Okay, check this out. It has 2 foot switches.
Mm-hmm.
One is on off. The other one is tap/freeze. But then it also has like a tiny little push button for presets to click through.
Is it like Emerson or something?
I
No.
don't think they have any delays, but
Yeah,
that's
I
a
don't
good
think so either.
guess. I feel like I can see the pedal in
And
my mind.
it has
Is it Moore?
input, output, and then also a expression jack.
Oh. Did the Empress one has 3
is it
foot
an
switches
Empress?
on it.
Is it the Empress Super Delay
Good guess. No,
or the tape delay?
it is not an Empress pedal.
Oh, is it a Dr. Scientist?
No,
Wait, that's a pedal, but is it from Alexander Effects?
no.
Is it?
So Empress, you're saying Empress is on the right track?
I mean, I feel like it is because it's the same kind of like it's like a brand like has a number of pedals that people are like, oh yeah, that's really cool, but like for some reason it didn't catch on the way Chase Bliss did, where it's like everybody wanted to have one of them,
Yeah.
but it's still in the same price range of like this is ridiculously expensive.
It's not a Caroline.
I'm just gonna start throwing like dumb hints at you. It has a color in the name of the brand.
Oh, is it the Panda?
Oh yeah, Red Panda.
Red Panda.
Is it Red
It
Panda?
is Red Panda.
The Red Panda.
The Raster?
It is red. No.
I'm never gonna get the name.
Yeah, I won't either.
The Raster
The Red Panda
I think
is
that's
a delay.
particle.
Oh, the
delay
particle.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, that's
It's
good.
the
Red Panda.
The name here is
We
Red Panda Particle V2 Granular Delay Pedal.
And pitch shifter.
This thing seems like it would be fun to mess around with,
Yeah,
but
that's a
not
really
for
cool
$300
pedal.
bucks.
It is a lot. I mean, yeah. It's got all kinds of crazy modulation on it, right?
Okay, Aaron, are you looking at it now?
There's one on Reverb for $255. Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Okay, what would you say that's a proprietary shape or no?
I think so.
I think it is.
Okay.
It doesn't look exactly, but it's very similar to the standard like
Okay,
It's
good.
like not
I'm
quite
glad that
as
you guys
wide. But it might
are
not be
struggling
because
with it.
there's a lot of ones that you can get that aren't in common usage. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
but it looks not
It's
It
definitely
doesn't
not
look
like
like one
a
of the
standard
two
common
standard pedal
different.
Yeah,
enclosures.
but that
Right,
doesn't mean
right.
that it's like made specifically for them. They might just be
No.
buying a different shape than other people.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
It is a really cool looking pedal.
It has those weird I guess that's kind of like synth knobs, but they're those weird little rubber knobs.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
they're like the same ones that Keeley gives you to put on top of the little mini knobs on some of the weird pedals. That's the weirdest thing. Like is it the Caverns that's like that?
The old one, yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those. That was
Like
so
the
weird.
Mag Echo, I think. had
And the
that
guy
too.
gave him I traded him for guitar, and it was weird. It was like 7:00 on a Sunday morning, and he like handed me the pedal and then just like put the knobs in my hand, you know. I was like, why don't you just put them on the thing before I got here, you weirdo?
Because he wanted to show you that they're like removable.
Yeah, I guess.
You can just say, "Hey, those knobs come off." By the way.
Yeah, I know, idiot. All knobs come off.
Not all of them.
That's true.
The Electro-Harmonix ones.
Yeah, not that one I broke.
I mean, they do. They come off. They don't go back on super easy though.
Right.
Not the one I broke in
Yeah.
cold.
I gave you a fair price for it.
Slippin' Jimmy'd me.
Slippin' Jimmy.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Slippin' Jimmy.
Slippin' Jimmy'd you.
Okay. The final review du jour is by.
Du jour.
Can this be a pedal that we maybe have heard of in our lifetimes? Is that possible, Phil?
Let me see if it is. Let me see.
Butthole.
Your swings are so wild in this game. It's like,
Yeah.
here's 3 JHS pedals in a row.
Here's a pedal you've owned, and then here's a pedal you've never heard of. Good luck. From a brand that you've maybe mentioned once. I swear we've never mentioned Red Panda on this podcast.
Yes, we have.
I know we met them,
Aaron,
or like I met one of the guys
Yeah.
at the taco party, like
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Dude, that is a
a
deep
few
cut,
times
though.
ago. Yeah.
And would you agree they're like cool kid pedal
Oh,
that like
totally.
nobody really
Absolutely.
uses?
Yeah, like you're
Okay.
in hindsight, everything you said was totally accurate. It's just impossible to
Okay.
guess.
I bet you I bet you
Okay.
they do get a lot of use from like synthy people though.
Probably
That
so, yeah.
seems like their vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like so much of like whenever I hear about one of their pedals, I'm like, ooh, I want that. And then I'm like, oh, nope, not paying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get a V1
And you can
for
never
like
see
200
anything like-
bucks.
They don't sell enough for them to be like used for like a good used price, you know?
Yeah.
And
exactly.
honestly, I'd be afraid to buy one for $250 because I'd be afraid that I wouldn't be able to sell it for $250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like it just doesn't seem like they get the.
And
So,
yet
anyway,
it seemed
okay.
relevant enough for you to use in the pedal game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the goal. His
So now,
goal
is this
for
next
us to
one a
not
pedal
get
we've heard of?
Maybe not.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is by Shemp.
Shemp.
Like the guy who replaced
He replaced
Curly?
it. He replaced it curly.
replaced it.
SHEMP. Shemp.
Yeah, Shemp. That's it.
Yeah.
That's who.
He replaced it curly.
I was placing myself in the time of the Three Stooges.
There you go.
Yeah, current historical is what that's called. This is a 2-star review titled "Not for Me." September 15th, 2021. Of course, I want to like this pedal,
Of course.
but I return. Also,
No,
these
Phil.
reviews are very subjective.
Phil,
Not me,
stop.
but I could see the guitarist of Clutch using it.
We missed everything
Phil,
after. Of course, I want to like this pedal.
Here's the thing.
Also,
Phil, you son of a gun. We literally
I hear
only
you.
caught the first half of a
Get through
sentence.
this, guys.
We caught, I know, but we can't hear what you're saying.
Okay.
There we go. So start at the beginning.
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Start back at 1.
Okay.
As Brian McKnight taught us.
What a song, man! One for the
Of
ages.
course, I want to like this pedal,
Mhm.
but I returned it. Also, these reviews are very subjective. It may not be for me, but I could see the guitarist in Clutch using it. Here's the thing. There are some interesting sounds, but this pedal is almost a effect. It suffers from what I call sounding small. It is very
Crap. Phil.
although it has some of what you might
Did you turn the
call
maw on or what?
1, 3, 1.
Are you speaking through the maw at the moment?
Okay. So it's you said. Where did we leave off, Aaron?
This pedal is
Shut up, Aaron.
almost a
Shut up,
blank,
Phil.
and then
Phil,
Three?
do you think that helps when you're roboting and then you start singing nonsense gibberish?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now after listening to you freaking sing nonsense.
you should Brian McNaught ever do that again.
Yeah. And get better internet.
I was singing when. Okay.
This is excruciating.
I was singing
Where
when
did-
I couldn't hear you guys.
Where did we leave off, Aaron?
The last thing I remember is this pedal is almost a effect, and then you said
Yeah,
some other
okay.
things.
Okay. You didn't miss much.
Oh, you're roboting again.
This
Okay, go ahead.
it suffers from what I
Oh
call
yeah, small sound.
sounding small.
Yep.
It is very compressed. And although it has some of what you might call a blank tone, it has a blank timbre on the attack of the note. Good marketing, and I see where the designer was headed and what they were trying to achieve. They achieved a few good, maybe usable tones, but it's not there, in my opinion. Too blank and small sounding.
Is it a drive pedal?
Yes, it is.
When he says
Of
it's
a
almost, is he
kind.
saying like it's almost an always on pedal?
No.
You're saying it's almost a compressor?
No, that is not the word.
Almost
Or almost a clean
distortion?
boost or something?
No.
What is it almost? Just tell us.
Yeah.
Fuzz.
Okay.
Okay. It's super compressed. It's almost a fuzz. Interesting. Is it
fatigue.
is it a distortion? I guess. I mean,
Is it an M drive?
It is not described as a distortion.
how much
It
does
is
it cost?
Ooh, good question. It is listed here for $199.99.
Okay. Is it the JHS crayon?
No,
Oh, that's a good guess though.
Hmm.
Is it JHS?
no.
Is it a big box boutique? Triple B?
No. This is I would think that we would agree that this is a mid-level boutique.
But like one of the big boys?
No,
Or
that's
not?
what I mean.
Okay.
Like on
So it's,
par
like,
with
above
like
them?
a Matthews or bigger than a Matthews?
Like on par with
Um,
Old Blood Noise?
More popular
Jeez.
than Old Blood Noise.
Probably more popular than Old Blood Noise. Maybe around the same as Matthews.
But not like a
I-
Keeley.
Not
Not
Keeley.
like that big and not as small
Not
as
Walrus
like
or Earthquaker. Or any
Not
of those.
Keeley, not Wallace. No.
Is it Mr. Black?
No.
He has distortion
Is
pedals.
it Mr. Walrus?
No.
Is it Black Walrus?
No.
Is it Mr. Orphan Walrus Black?
No.
Does it speak our language?
Is it? No, it's.
Are we gonna guess the company or is it like
Is it a company we're very familiar with?
It is it is also a company that we don't regularly talk about,
gosh.
but we have talked about it recently and semi-regularly.
And it's like an overdrive distortion type pedal.
It is, yes. In that,
is it supposed to be like an amp in a box kind of thing?
wait, it is not full tone. What, Aaron? What was your question?
Is it like an emulating a certain kind of amplifier?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it's a Friedman BEOD.
No.
Is it Friedman?
No.
Dang, that was a good guess, though, right?
Is it a Thorpe?
It is not a Thorpe.
Is it meant to mimic a Marshall?
This is not.
The review says the type of amp, right? But you blanked it out, or no?
Let me see what I blanked out. I did not blank out the word Marshall.
But did you blank out the type of amp it is meant to mimic?
There was one sound that was amp descriptive.
Is it a Catalan bread pedal?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask. Yes.
Is it the RAH?
It is.
The Raw?
Wait.
Oh, man.
Yes, it is.
I swear haven't we done this pedal before?
I think we have, but it's been a while. So, but that's not a Marshall. That's like a Vox, right?
Well, he said it's thin sounding, or no, small.
Well, I think that's supposed to sound like a treble boost into a
sounding
Vox
small.
AC30. Like it's a.
So he said, okay, so
thing.
No, it's supposed to be like.
That's a Led Zeppelin.
High watt.
Yeah.
Here's
it's supposed
the
to be
thing.
a high watt.
Here's the thing. There are some interesting sounds, but this pedal is almost a fuzz. It suffers from what I call sounding small, is very compressed, and although it has some of what you might call a tweed tone, it has a fuzz timbre on the attack of the note.
Well, that might just be like the freaking.
He's just making that up.
If it's a tweed thing, that might be just
maybe
like
his ears are broken.
Tweed is kind of like
with the treble
fuzzy,
bleed,
right?
Yeah, but it also has like
a tweed amp. It's kind of fuzzy.
Yeah,
but that's not what it's meant to sound like.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to specifically be like Jimmy Page.
Watt. Yeah,
it's like a Led Zeppelin pedal.
Yeah,
the RAH stands for Royal Albert Hall.
Right. I was confusing it with.
Yeah, we've done this pedal before.
There's a Catalan Bred Queen one too, right?
Yeah, what's it called? Galileo?
Yeah. I think that's the one. Galileo.
It must be if it's called Galileo, yeah. Let's see. To emulate the sound of a Rangemaster treble booster into a cranked Vox AC30.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So that's the one you're thinking of.
And then there's a Black Sabbath one too, I think.
Yeah.
Sabracadabra.
I don't think I've ever owned a Catalan Bred pedal.
Dude, I had their I think it's called the Naga Viper.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
And that pedal was freaking sick. I wish I still had that.
I think I might have owned a Bell Epic now that I'm thinking of it, but
the Naga Viper's cool.
Oh, Foundation Overdrive series.
Yeah, the Foundation Overdrive series is like their amp in a box ones.
Sabra Cadabra, is that the
Black Sabbath one?
Yeah.
And then there's like an SFT one, which is like an Ampeg thing.
Yeah. Dirty Little Secret. What's that one?
That's a dual
that's
super
a
lead.
Plexi.
Yeah. It's a DSL.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Mod. That's a cool pedal too. The Dirty Little Secret. I like that one. I've played it. I'd never owned one, but I played it at a Sam Ash.
It's interesting that those aren't more popular. They're like pretty affordable for what I would. In my mind, they're more boutique than maybe they actually are.
Yeah, I feel like
they're all like 180.
I feel like they're very popular, but not like super.
Would you guys
trendy.
agree with what I said about their level of?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say they're probably closer to like a Walrus Audio
Yeah.
in
Really?
terms of like, yeah.
I
Well,
don't see them.
but
on
like as
boards
far as how
much.
they're almost not like more expensive or whatever, but they're just less. They're just smaller. In my mind, they're on par with like a Mr. Black or something.
Maybe they have such a huge line and they've been around for so long.
Yeah,
I
the
think
Bell
they're
Epic
still
kind of
bigger than
pushes it.
that.
The Bell Epic is like really popular.
Yeah.
Like you see in the Epic Boost and the other, you
But
see
you're
those
right.
around
They
a
do.
lot.
They have so many pedals,
Yeah.
and I never see them on boards.
I do.
The way
I
I-
see them.
You see
not
like,
like-
the Topanga
not
is
in
really
relation to how-
popular.
Yes, the Topanga is, but not in relation to how many pedals they have. Like you'd think you'd see them on boards all the
Yeah.
time.
I think they're just not
It's
like,
like so hard nowadays.
they're one of
though.
those brands that isn't part of like the church music scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
So many of the
Right.
boards that you see are that. So it's like you just don't see them because of that.
But also like the whole market. I know we've talked about this before, but it's like saturated, right? Like, are there any
Yeah.
pedals? I mean, outside of like the worship scene, there are like standard pedals that everybody uses. But outside of that, it seems like
Yeah.
more
that's
and
true.
more, if you see somebody's pedal board, there's like less chance that you will recognize all the pedals on it,
Right. Yeah, that's true.
than there was 5 years ago.
Whoa. Dude, they have this like whole series of pedals right now that are like limited art, and they all come with like little things. Like the one comes with a skateboard. There's this they have a Naga Viper one that comes with a free t-shirt of like the artwork on it.
This is
Sick.
so weird.
It's super weird.
Which one is it? The gallery
The-
series?
Yeah, the Naga Viper Gallery series. It looks cool too.
That is very cool.
Includes free shirt. Yeah, I haven't even heard of all these pedals that they have. Like,
Yeah, they do have a huge line. I feel like they used to talk about them a lot on GAK. Like, I wonder if they're bigger in the UK than they are here.
I don't know. I feel like they just like kind of had their moment, and now they're more under the radar, maybe. But
Maybe
like
so.
still putting out really quality stuff. That
That makes me want to try one of them.
Dreamcoat and the Skewer, dude,
You know what else I want to try, though?
dying.
Friendship.
Friendship.
It's not worth it.
Oh, okay.
It's not worth
Dude.
$300. I'll tell you that.
Dude, on Sweetwater, they've got one called the Cloak.
Yeah, that's their new reverb pedal.
Dude, the artwork is sick.
Yeah, it's like a dark shimmer kind of thing. I think. I
It
know Mark
says,
did a video of it.
"Oh, really?
Yeah. Friend of the show, Interview of Phil, Mark Johnston.
Yes." Mark, tell me how these knobs work.
You turn them to the left to decrease the effect, and to the right to increase it. Generally,
But why
They have no
would
labels?
that make?
no,
Oh, they
there's a-
don't.
No, they do. It's high cut shimmer.
Oh, they're underneath. Okay,
Room
that's
size
weird.
and
They're
mix.
space weird. You're seeing that, right? It's like spaced.
Yeah, the label for the top knob looks like it belongs to the lower
Yeah.
knob, and then the other ones are just floating down there somewhere.
Which pedal?
The Cloak,
This is Cloak.
It's a Catalan bread.
Catalan bread Cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems cool.
Damn, I want one.
And this is sad. Like I just like, oh, it's only $210. That's not bad. And then I realized that's a lot of money for a pedal.
Yeah, it still is.
yeah. Yeah.
It's only
Well,
$210.
For like a standard
those
enclosure
labels
that
are
basically
super
does one
weird.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money
it's-
for a standard enclosure that does basically one thing.
It's a lot of
especially
money
for a shimmer,
a single effect. Yeah.
like a shimmer reverb. Wouldn't you probably also just go with like Mr. Black or Matthews or something? Like they've kind of
Yeah, I think the thing
perfected
is
that a little bit.
it's like a doom. It's like a doom shimmer.
Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like my pedal a little bit.
Yeah.
The whatever it's called, crap.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I want Doom Shimmer.
Which one did you get?
The
What's it
pad
called?
reverb.
Dark Star? Dark Star.
Yeah, the Dark Star.
Yeah, I bet it is similar. This looks like what's that band? Death. It's not Death. It's Ghost. Like that band Ghost.
Oh yeah.
That's what the artwork reminds me of.
And
thanks for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.